Let's do it. It's go time.
Welcome to Go Time, your source for wide-ranging discussions from all around the Go community. On this episode, we take you on stage at GopherCon Europe in Berlin for a game of Gophers Say. Disclaimer, we are working with conference audio, which isn't the greatest, and there weren't any microphones pointed at the audience, but Matt wanted me to ensure you that every one of his jokes produced laughter, so we did our best to fill in the gaps with a good old-fashioned laugh track. Okay, here we go.
What's up, Go Time? Adam here, talking to Sagar Bachu, co-founder and CEO of Speakeasy. Speakeasy is the complete platform for great API developer experience. Generate SDKs in TypeScript, Python, Go, Java, C#, and PHP. You know what, Sagar, imagine I have some listeners who write Go, because, they're listening to Go Time. And they say, I maintain our SDK, and I don't mind doing it, but I realize there are ways to generate our SDKs using the Open API specification. Now, give me an exact workflow end-to-end from curious to leveraging Speakeasy to generate and maintain SDKs for an API written in Go.
Let's take the case of you're building an API from scratch today. If you're building an API in Go, you're probably going to start with one of the common frameworks to build a Go API. I would highly encourage looking at frameworks like Goa and Shuma, which actually give you a lot of scaffolding out of the box to not just write your API, but also to make sure that you get an open API spec generated off of each build of your API. That is like a really great foundational building block to invest in as a company, because that means all future development of the API is guaranteed to be described and documented out of the box. Once you do that, it's, I think, a good idea to have some basic concepts of ownership built in. So if you have multiple services or microservices, make sure your services are annotated by teams that own it, and then also give your resources simple names that get reflected in the Open API spec. Once you do that, the spec is going to get created every time you build your API. So through CI/CD, your spec will get generated every time you build and host the API. Make sure that spec gets pushed to a change management solution. I think that's where Speakeasy can come in. They actually push the spec to us on every build, and we'll create a version snapshot of it. So you have it we give you prominence of it, so you have it for future builds and future work that you want to do on it. Once that happens, you can attempt to generate an SDK, and we'll hook directly into your CI/CD and grab the latest version of the spec. Every time that happens, we'll compare the spec to a previous version, tell you if there's any breaking changes, and send you a pull request on any repo to generate that new code. Once you get to that first version of the SDK, that's where you really want to do some human-in-the-loop investment and take a look at, does the SDK suit your needs? Is it ergonomic in the way you think it should be? And then also is it documented? Is it described well? If there are gaps in that documentation, you can go back and add that in your code base. But if this is not a new API and this is a legacy API, you can use tools like overlays to actually add in that documentation without altering the original spec itself or altering the source code. So you do some investment there to make sure that the SDK output is ergonomic, well described and documented. And once that happens, you kind of set us on autopilot. So every time your spec changes, Speakeasy will send you new pull requests. And once you merge a pull request, it gets published and released on GitHub. Thank God Go doesn't have a separate package manager. It's all GitHub. So the moment the Git repo is updated, you get a brand new SDK version released to your customers. That's the complete workflow, all the way from your API server to your CI/CD to actually having generated and hosted SDK.
So take me in as close as you can. Give me an ant's eyes view. Why is this beneficial for a team?
I think it's really beneficial when you start thinking about growth and scaling the company. The moment you have more than one developer touching an API, let's say you have 2 and 3 developers touching and iterating on an API, you want all those changes to be captured and documented somewhere so that someone else, not necessarily the same developer, can decide whether that API needs to get distributed to outside the company. Doing that upfront investment means every API change is described and documented, and every N+1 developer that comes on the team is also going to onboard that much faster, right? Because everything, like you're not going to need to know about how every service is constructed. You're just going to be able to look at the Open API spec and say, we have 3 APIs today. two of them are generally available. One's in beta, and then one's on V1 and one's on V2. Right? That's like you at the most granular level, like that upfront documentation means you're going to be able to move a lot faster on other development going forward. So I would say like that's if I had to say one huge benefit of that is doing that upfront investment means every developer building an API going forward is not going to have to like learn all the context of every API. It's just going to be there described in a simple single document.
Okay, go to speakeasyapi.dev. You get your first SDK generator for free. Once again, speakeasyapi.dev, and tell them GoTime sent you.
And welcome to Go Time. I'm Mat Ryer. Today, we're at GopherCon EU Berlin. And yes, we're playing Gophers Say. So playing today on Team Zero, we have Cameron, Chioma, and Ron. And yes, and Team One is made up of Johnny Borsico, Travis, and Paula. So I'll explain the rules very quickly. And you can have your own mic there. And you'll share the mic between you. Okay, so we have two teams. And they've got to guess the answers that you gave in the survey. So the audience here in Berlin answered a survey. They answered a load of questions. You've got to guess what those Gophers say. Remember, it's not about right or wrong. This is about what these good people think. And that's also very interesting sometimes. At the start of each round, two team members will go head to head to see who gets control of the board. From there, you will then have a chance to go through the team and answer all the questions. But beware, you have only 3 lives. If you get 3 answers wrong, the other team gets a chance to steal. And in that chance, they only have to get 1 right answer and they steal all the points. So this is a game you don't confer on the game unless you're stealing. So you don't talk to each other. It's all about you unless you're stealing. If you get a question right, you might hear this sound. That's generally considered good news. But if you get an answer wrong, you're going to hear this noise. And that's horrible, isn't it, when that happens?
Can we have just like a normal buzzer when we lose instead of that?
Instead of that one? No. But it's a fine question. To be honest, I'd quite like that feature in real life when someone says something that's wrong. You just hear, that'd be useful.
Does that happen often to you, Matt?
No, it wouldn't. I've never known it happen to me. Right. Let's get into this. First question. The question is, what is the first Go function that comes to your mind? We're going to start with Cameron. Have a guess. What's the first Go function that comes to your mind? What did our Gophers say?
Main.
Main. Gophers say? And it's the top answer. So that gets you 24 points. There's no chance for you to steal, unfortunately, so you keep control of the board. And we go over now. Chioma, what do you reckon? What was the first Go function that comes to people's mind?
I would have said main as well.
Do you want to just go for that one as well?
Oh, a different one.
Yeah. What's the first Go function that comes into your mind?
Go function that comes to mind.
Yeah.
Get method or something.
Okay. You say a get method. I'll go for say. No, nobody said that. Unfortunately, you lose a life. But don't worry, you've got 2 other lives. Ron, what do you think?
Go.
You think go function is the first one that comes to their minds?
You say go, I say go.
You say go. Go for say. No. No one.
Am I the only person using go in go? Don't lie.
Don't worry, you've still got another life. Cameron, it's back over to you.
In it.
In it. Or you're just being cool, bruv.
No,
No, you're not. Okay, sorry. I thought you were being cool.
I don't know. Be cool.
Okay, in it. Go for say? No, also not. And unfortunately, you lose 3 lives in it. It's crazy, in it. It's this lot. Get mad at these. That means, though, team 1, you get a chance to steal. All we need, you can confer on this. Into the microphone, please. It's a podcast. Into the microphone, Johnny. It's a podcast. You're on the podcast. You should know.
Everyone's favorite debugger, print.
You can keep talking.
Yeah.
Imagine this is fun.
I mean,
Imagine this is fun. This is fun.
I don't know. New. I mean,
He wants us to confer on the mic.
yes.
Yes, please.
Print line.
Yeah, print line is better than print.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Printline.
Print line. Okay. Thumped or log?
Definitely fun.
Fumped.
Okay, thumped print line, you say. To steal the board, go for say. Oh, yeah. Second place, thumped print line. And that gets you 13 points. Okay, so you do steal those, the points, they all go to you. You get 30 points, 38 points there. Let's see what else was there. We had Maine at the top there with 24. Then thumped print line, 13 people said that. In position 3, thumped print F. Are we just going to now list the thumped package? Number 4, mate. And number 5, panic would have got you 5 points.
Don't panic.
Don't panic. It says,
He said, don't panic. I said, don't panic. Yes.
yeah, okay, good. So relax, everyone, as we go into round 2. Okay, the question for round 2, we asked our Gophers to name their favorite coding website. What on earth did they say? We are going to start with Travis. We're going to go to you first.
Hey, not Johnny.
No,
Okay. Oof. I don't think this is going to be a number 1 position, but just to be in line with my talk, I'm going to go with ChatGPT.
oh, ChatGPT. You say ChatGPT. Go for say. In last place there, ChatGPT has 5 points.
There it goes.
Chioma, you now have to beat that answer in order to get control of the board. So you just need an answer that's better than that.
I would say Go package websites, the documentation.
Ooh, that's an interesting thought. The Go package website. Go for say? Yes, it's on there and it's the top answer.
We'll get it back. We'll get it back.
So you now get a chance to complete the guess. Ron, it's up to you. You're up next. What do you think?
GitHub.
GitHub, what's that?
It's a place where they keep my code hostage.
Okay, are you sure it's not the other way around?
I'm not sure. No.
Okay, you say GitHub. Go for say. Yes, of course it's on there, and it's in position 3, which gets you 12 points. Cameron, it's your turn, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Google.com.
Google.com. Okay, you say Google.com. I'll go for say. No one Googles anymore
I have
because of
to.
ChatGPT. Surprise that one. Okay, you lose a life, but don't worry. Joma, what do you think? What do you think? Name your favorite coding website. Just look at them. What do you reckon?
Copilot.
Copilot?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Let's see. Go for say? No one said Copilot. Okay, Ron, you've lost 2 lives. You have
No pressure.
no pressure.
Well, looking out at you wonderful humans in the audience and looking that Chat GPT is in last place, I'm going to go with the old school answer, Stack Exchange.
Okay. Stack Exchange, we'll accept any of those. Stack Overflow, Stack Exchange. Go for say. Yeah, baby. Second place there, which gets you 13 points. Okay, Cameron, you've just got to get this last one, and you've hoover up all these
Just
lovely
that.
points.
What's left?
What's left?
Yahoo.com.
If you're going to do banter, can you do it into the microphone,
did,
please? Oh, you did? Okay, good.
Any trash talk into the microphone, please.
Ron, you were just shouting that out loud instead of using the mic.
Any trash talk through the microphone, please.
Just says it again. All right, Cameron. What
All
do you
right.
think?
I'm not that confident in this, but I'm going to go with gobyexample.com.
Oh, gobyexample.com. It's a nice one. Go for say. No, it's not there. So team 1, you have a chance to steal, please confer loudly into the microphone. I really don't want to have to tell you again. You will kick yourself. Selves.
The Go playground, maybe? Something like that. I use it occasionally.
What would you pick?
Go.dev covers all the playground and all those ones. Yeah.
That's a hard one.
Reddit, maybe? Or something like that.
Oh, Reddit. That's interesting.
Reddit?
Okay, I'm going to have to
Guess,
press
right? There's no
different-
downside to us guessing, right?
How about if you squint, maybe go for Slack. You could access it online, right? It's not the okay.
It does have a web interface, but is that what people would think?
Don't look at that. If you're looking into the audience for the answers, that's the right place.
Yeah, can we ask the audience? Is that
No, unfortunately, you don't have
Can we get
those lifelines.
A hint. It starts with the letter.
W. It starts with www. Okay, I need to press you now. Pick a website. There's loads of them.
You can go for Slack, I think.
Yeah, we'll just go for Slack.
Go for Slack. I think that is an honourable answer. Go for say. No, it wasn't. So what was it? Is any shout out? Any ideas? YouTube. Go for say. Yes, and that would have got you 6 points.
Wow, we probably should have gotten that one. Yeah.
Some other interesting answers. 2 people said Hacker News. 2 people said none. Just no website helps. 1 person said Twitter, whatever that is. And a couple of people said they just X'd it out. So there we go.
That's Twitter too.
That's Twitter too. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's have a look at the scores. Team 1, you have 38 points, but Team 0 just got all those points from all the board. They are leading with 49 points.
We got this. We got this.
It's time for round 3. We asked Gophers, what is your beverage of choice while coding? And Ron, we're going to take an answer from you first to try and get control of the board.
I'm going to go with the first and obvious choice, which is coffee. Team coffee.
Sure.
The delicious alternative to brushing your teeth, coffee. Gophers say? Yes, and it was, of course, the top answer. 35 points.
I'm just a very typical developer.
Apparently so. Cameron, can you answer some more questions here?
Well, I figure we're in Europe and they maybe drink a little more espresso.
Ooh, okay.
I'll go with that.
I think that probably does get bundled into the old coffee. Just
Okay,
because it's made of coffee.
All right, well, let me take it back then.
Yeah.
Since you know the answers. Let's go with Coke.
Coke. Coca-Cola.
Yeah. A drink.
Yeah, I've done some lines of code, I'll tell you that. Okay.
ChatGPT come up with an awesome joke like that. ChatGPT could not make that kind of joke.
No, because it's got ethics built in. Okay. Coke. Go for say. And it's actually soda or pop. We would accept it. That's in 3rd place. Gets you 7 points. Coffee got you 35 points, though, which is pretty good. Okay. What do we think? Chioma, what other drink do people drink when they're coding?
Well, everyone drinks water, so I'll go for water.
Ooh, that's a good idea. You say water. Go for say. In at number 2 there, 28 points. So to hoover up all of these points and take the whole board, Ron, you just have to get this last one.
Well, there comes a point in the programmer's day. I call it the golden hour. It's the hour when you switch from coffee to beer.
Oh, thank goodness. I didn't know where that was going. Okay, you say beer. Go for say. No. Not. I lose a life, but it's okay. You got 2 other lives. Cameron.
For now. I'm going to go with tea.
Tea. Oh, a little ripple of applause there for tea. Some tea fans in. Yep. Well, if you like tea so much, you wouldn't have thrown it in the Bloomin' Harbor in Boston, would you? Which I think that's how they invented iced tea, isn't it? That was like they're like, actually, this is pretty good. Okay, tea. You say tea. Go for say. No, you lose another life. Okay, Chioma, back to you. You nailed it last time with water, plain water. is up there. What else?
sure about
could it be?
I'm assuming they don't beer. And
What do you drink when you code?
I drink water when I code, but I already said that.
Yeah.
I'm looking for hints.
Yeah, what could it be?
Are we considering energy drink as soda?
I don't think we would consider that as soda, no, because...
Energy drink then.
Okay, yeah, well, that's fair enough. You say energy drink, go for say? No, and I'm afraid that's your last life over. So the other team now, team one, you've got a chance to steal.
Question is, would beer be sort of considered alcohol in general, or is that a different category?
Well, when Ron said it, and the big microphones, everyone, say that again.
Beer is just a watered down alcohol. So no.
Why did I make him say that into a mic? When Ron said beer last time, it got a great big X, didn't he? Do you remember?
Yeah, yeah.
So don't say that one.
Got it.
It almost worked.
Got it.
Yeah. There may be a clue on the board.
A clue on the board.
Is there conferring going on? Are you just silently thinking, you lot?
We're looking for the hint. You said it was on the board.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a can of beer I have there, so it can't be that.
My name's Johnny. That's Johnny Walker.
Oh,
I mean, that was.
Oh, I don't know if I'm helping saying that.
No. Go in your corner.
Okay, what do we think? Coffee scored 35 points. Plain water scored 28 points. Soda/pop, 7 points. What else be they drinking?
Does mate, the drink, deserve its own category since we're in Berlin?
Oh, would you class that as soda?
I mean, the drink in bottles, yes. Yes. The other one?
Yeah.
The other one, no.
What are you saying, Johnny?
Carbonated water. What's
that's not soda. That's not water. I mean,
it's not soda, is it?
It's not.
It's not plain water, is it?
Oh, yeah.
How
Plain
many
water is where they
Germans
take
do
all
we
the
have
bubbles
here?
out.
Yeah, could be. How many Germans did we have? Can I get the
We
hint?
don't have that data. We don't say, are you German? Before we ask people questions.
okay. Seltzer water. Final answer.
Okay, this is it. Tension. And honestly, on the podcast, they'll be playing tension music by this point, probably. You say seltzer water. Go for say. Sparkling water was the last answer.
Right.
Gets you 5 points. The clue, of course, being plain water. And that means you steal all those points.
No
There we go.
beer or alcoholic drinks. So this explains a lot about code quality.
Yeah, some other interesting answers. Somebody put coffee as strong as Chuck Norris, and then someone put a grande iced double vanilla frappuccino with cream on top, with soy milk, of course. I think they just thought that was a drinks order. Right, now it's time for round 4, and we're giving a little twist here. It's time for the unpopular opinions round.
I actually think you should probably leave.
Okay, so that means what we're looking for now is the most unpopular answers. So you still need to have got on the board, still needs to have been 5 people saying it, but now we're looking for the unpopular ones. And the question is, what is the first Go keyword that comes to your mind? So what is the first Go keyword that comes to your mind? We're looking for unpopular ones. And I think we're going to start with team 1. We're going to go for Johnny. Johnny, what's your guess?
So if I understand this correctly, what is the keyword that is least desirable?
Well, in a way, yeah,
In a way.
It's quite complicated, isn't it? Yeah, it's like a Christopher Nolan round. This one. It's a bit weird.
I will go with go to.
Go to. Johnny says go to. Go for say. No.
Oh, come on.
Remember, it has to. It has
It's not even
these five
unpopular?
answers. No, didn't even get onto the board.
How many people knew you could do that even in Go? Raise your hands. Who's actually used to keep your hand up?
Somebody said they used
Nobody. Now put your hand
We
down.
need to
Come on.
talk. We need to talk.
If fewer than 5 people said it, it's not gonna feature on the board. So We are looking for, it has to be a bit popular. Okay, Cameron, to get control of the board, you just need one answer. Oh yeah, no.
We can all confer, can't we?
This is no control. No, it's just, we're just going to bounce, alternate. Yeah.
That's too bad.
There's no control.
Defer.
Defer. Does that mean you're going to give me the answer at the end? Just before? Okay, Cameron, you said defer. Go for say. On there in point 3. 8 people said that, which gives you 15 points. Okay, now, Travis, it's your guess.
Fall through.
Fall through.
That's like up there with go to. Come on.
Okay, Travis.
It's up here somewhere in the board.
Travis says fall through. Go for say. No, it's not there. Joma, what's the first Go keyword that comes to their minds? Have a look at them. Do they have good minds? What are you thinking?
The weights keyword.
The weight keyword. Okay. You say wait. Go for say. No, I'm afraid nobody said that. Right. Over now to Paula, team 1.
Switch.
Switch. You say switch, Paula. But what do I go for say? No.
Come on,
Ron.
switch.
I am going to go with the same answer for the most popular, which is go. No one ever got fired for using go, right?
Okay, Ron, you say go. Go for say. It's the top answer.
I had the number 1 most unpopular answer.
28 people said it, but so it means you only get 5 points. But it's actually the most popular answer.
Matt.
Yeah?
Right here behind you. Yeah.
Matt, you've been a bad boy.
I thought it was God talking to me.
So
That's what I think God would sound like. Is it just me?
I'm your daddy.
It's not God anymore. It's turned into a weird Terminator now.
I'm your daddy.
Go on.
Get to the chop and let's stop. Okay.
What?
So you lied to us. You told us those were the least desirable keywords. We've been guessing the whole time.
Look at the points though. So the top answer being go, 28 people said it, only gets you 5 points. So you score more points for defer even though only 8 people said it. That's how it's unpopular.
All right.
I mean, we could do the song again, mate, if you'd cheer you up. Although I noticed you weren't singing. And you definitely know it. Okay. Ron, it's your turn, I think.
No, Ron just won.
I got
No, it's got his turn. Okay.
I got the first answer last.
Don't worry. All my mistakes.
I mean, I'll go again to try to get more points. No problem. If you're gonna let me cheat, Matt, I mean, I'm happy to cheat for you if you want me to.
Don't make it funny because then the mistake will stay in the edit.
Okay.
Okay, Johnny, it's your turn next to have a guess.
If.
Big if. What is the first Go keyword that comes to your mind? Johnny Borsico says if. Go for say. And it's the bottom answer with 5 points, which gets you 30 points. 5 people said that. Nice work. Johnny, you still want to complain about the format or you're good now?
This is great.
Yeah. Okay. Cameron, what do you think?
Struct.
Struct. What's the first Go keyword that comes to your mind? Cameron says struct. Gophers say. 6 people said it, which earns you 25 points. Very good stuff. Travis, can you get these 2? Well, just one of them. You can't guess both unless they're the same. They're not.
4.
The number or the...
Yes, the number.
The number 4. Okay, Travis says the number 4. Go for say. No, it's not on there, and neither is 4. Yeah. Good guess though. Whose go is it now?
I would say range.
Range.
Yes.
Good answer.
Okay. No, I'm afraid it's not on there. That was a good guess though. Paula.
Funk.
Pardon.
Funk. Funk.
Funk. Right.
Okay. Funk. Fair enough. Paula says funk. Go for say. Second answer there. 16 people said it, which gets you 10 points. Right, we're just looking for this final answer now. Ron, can you do it? Break. Break. Ron says break. Gophers say no. Break's not there. Back round to Johnny. What are you thinking, Johnny? Tell us what you're thinking in your voice in the into the microphone. Are you just not thinking anything?
Nil.
Nil. Okay. Johnny says nil. Go for say. Nil point. Cameron.
Cameron, use your data knowledge of the internals of the Go team. It's all right. They did not say we could not do that.
Yeah.
True.
I had something and I knew it was it and I forgot it. That is what I'm going to say. That.
So we're just so we're clear, we're talking about actual keywords of the language.
Well, actually,
here, right?
we aren't necessarily, because it's basically whatever people said. So they don't have to answer with keywords at all.
Do you people even know Go?
I was really thinking this. I forgot it. And then someone in the audience said it. So I remembered it.
Cool.
It's interface.
Interface. Okay. Cameron says interface. Go for say. No, I'm afraid not. Travis, you can do this.
Okay, it's between two, I think.
Yeah, it is. It's between defer and struct.
Right between defer and struct, right?
Yeah.
Return.
Return. Honorable, I guess. I think. Go for say. No, this is doesn't return anything.
There's no return.
No return. Let's go. Okay.
var,
Var. Go for say. Right, let's get into some rapid rounds now. Paula.
Problem is I have been doing TypeScript the last few weeks.
Well, that's not our fault.
So I'm struggling a bit. Yeah, this, I guess, I hope. Type.
Type. What, because of TypeScript? That is absolutely mad. And also, go for say. Correct. 7 points. 7 people said it, which gets you 20 points. Wow. Excellent. That was the unpopular round. That was easy, wasn't it? So let's just have a quick look at the scores. Team 0's on 94, but Team 1 has really pulled ahead with 173. But don't worry, these are double points. So we're going to double your points now. And all you have to do is guess what people said when we asked them. Software development makes me beep. What did they say? What does software development make them? And we're going to Paula.
Scream.
Scream. Okay, software development makes Paula scream. Is it like in a good way or a bad way?
I would
cut that out.
assume.
That'll get cut. Don't worry. Yeah. Sorry, I'll just have a quick reread of the code of conduct. You said scream, go for say. Yeah. Sad or annoyed. 14 people said it, and we're going to double those points for you, so you've got 28 points. Right, you win control of the board. So, Johnny, it's your go.
I think we're going down.
We'll have to see. You might be able to steal.
I'm an optimistic person, so I'm going to say happy.
Happy. Oh, that's nice. Software development makes Johnny scream, but happy. Go for say. Travis, what does software development make you do?
That's pretty much full gamut already. I mean,
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out, man.
those are the only 4 I ever feel. So
Happy, fulfilled, sad, or annoyed? You're a simple man.
Oh, very, very. That's actually a little much for me, even. So,
Yeah.
Wealthy. Well, it doesn't say makes me feel, makes me.
Software development makes Travis wealthy. Go for say.
The 2 other feelings I'm capable of.
Excellent stuff. Okay, we're going to go straight into the next round after I tell you that Team 0 has 94 points, but Team 1 has really pulled out now ahead with 255 points. Amazing stuff.
Does the other team know the objective of this game is to win it, or I'm just talking a little trash? That's,
I did tell you to do that, Johnny, so I take full responsibility. We'll talk about this after the conference.
Yes, over scotch.
I'll meet you outside the bar.
Okay, the question we asked our Gophers, and again, this is for double points. I couldn't code without what? What couldn't they code without? Cameron, to get control of the board, you just have to get one right. I couldn't code without.
I guess I'll go with Stack Overflow, but yeah, Stack Overflow.
Okay, I couldn't code without Stack Overflow. Go for say? No. Okay, Johnny, for control of the board, you just need to get one.
An editor?
An editor.
/IDE? or Emacs. That's a lifestyle on its own. I'm just saying one of these things.
That means Emacs. Okay, he was answering Emacs. That was if it doesn't say Emacs, then it's a lose. Okay.
Okay. Johnny Borsico says Emacs. Gophers say. And again, control of the board. So, Travis, what have you got to say about this? I couldn't code without what?
I feel like I already spent my chat GPT card. I'm going to go with a computer.
Okay. I mean, what do you think of these people that they're going to answer? Travis says a computer. Gophers say.
Hey, first place.
Ron, I guarantee you can code without a computer.
Only sometimes, Matt. Only sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. Paula, what do we think? I couldn't code without
Documentation.
Oh, I couldn't code without documentation. That's a lovely answer. Gophers say. Nope. I don't read the docs, thanks.
Wow. And
Who here has actually used documentation while coding? Don't answer that.
Go has such beautiful docs. So sad.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. But don't worry, you lose a life, but don't worry. Johnny, you got 2 more lives. What couldn't you code without?
A search engine.
A search engine. That's quite a good answer. Which one? What's your favorite?
I decline to answer that question.
That's weird, isn't it? Okay, a search engine. Gophers say. No, I'm afraid not. Travis, 1 life left. You don't want to give the board away. So
I'm going to risk keeping it on brand in a way and say Copilot.
Copilot. Okay. You said Copilot. Gophers say.
Oh,
No, they didn't. And this now means that Team 0 has a chance to steal the.
We can confer now, right?
You can confer.
Okay.
Yeah, please do.
All right. What do you guys think? Should we go with electricity or maybe the internet? I don't know. What do you think, Cameron?
The internet sounds good. Music could be another option.
Ooh, I like music and I probably couldn't code without it, but I just don't know about these humans. What do you think?
Someone literally says coffee makes me a great developer. Maybe I'd say coffee.
All right. So what do we think? What are we going to go with? How do you feel about the internet?
You could go with that.
All right. We're going to go with internet.
Okay. You say internet. Gophers say. No, I'm afraid not. And that means that Team 1 takes all those points. Yeah.
Can we see the other answers?
We will see the answers, yes. So at the number 1 there, we had a computer. 12 people said that. Vim, Emacs, etc. Was said by 10 people. In place number 3, we have body parts.
Okay.
6 people said that.
Their own body parts?
It doesn't specify.
What kind of development do they do?
Also, yeah, not clear. Not clear.
Was there like a drop down?
No. Yeah, that's it. And then the final answer was, you'd be kicking yourselves. Silence, music, or focus. We would have accepted any of those, which would have scored you 5 points.
Developer instincts were right.
Body parts.
Some other interesting answers.
Thought it.
Yeah, some other interesting answers here. Someone said, I couldn't code without having learned BASIC on a ZX Spectrum, a Sinclair ZX Spectrum. That's a nice answer. I also had that computer. Someone also said, I couldn't code without my cat. Apparently, at least she's certain of that. That's nice. Quite good for passwords, though, cats.
Natural debuggers.
Yeah. Fuzz. They're fuzzing. It's just cat humor. It's fine. Don't worry. And someone also said, I couldn't code without saying we follow all agile principles, when in fact, it's 70% waterfall. So let's have a look at the final scores. Team 0, you fought valiantly. You got 94 points, which is more than most people in here because they weren't playing. Well done. But to be honest, you couldn't fit this Team 1 score into a 8-bit int. They scored 299 points.
Yeah.
And just for the record, Johnny is high-fiving people right now. Okay, unfortunately, that's all the time we've had today. Thank you so much, everyone that took part by answering the questions and being here. Thank you to our panelists. We'll see you next time on Go Time.
There you have it. Gophers Say, live on stage at GopherCon Europe in Berlin. If you dig this format and would enjoy listening to similar episodes with much better audio, head to gotime.fm/games. There you'll find more like this, plus other game shows like Pound Define, our game of fake tech definitions. You can also search for the Dev Game Shows playlist on Spotify as well. Special thanks to our partners at Fly.io, to our longtime sponsor Sentry. Save $100 off a team plan by using code CHANGELOG when you sign up at Sentry.io. And of course, to Breakmaster Cylinder for being our beat freak in residence. That's all for me, but we'll talk to you again next time on Go Time.